The Red Treehouse is dedicated to my dad. I love you, Pop. A few days ago, my wife and I watched Undertone, a surprisingly creepy horror movie that focused more on auditory scares than visual. The movie got mixed reviews, but for me, it was effective at getting under my skin. Because of all the types of horror out there, scary sounds get to me the fastest and linger the longest. If you haven't seen it, I think you'll find it's an eerie movie, but it's also best watched in a dark, quiet room with headphones on and the volume turned up. Kind of like today's episode. When I'm not watching horror movies or researching scary stories, I love listening to music, all genres from nearly every era. And if you think about it, music is a sort of time capsule, and maybe the closest thing we have to time travel. I mean, how often have you heard a song and been brought back to a certain time or place in your life? But what if music has a darker, scarier, even demonic side? What if, rather than putting a smile on our face, it puts fear deep into our heart? What if certain songs are a conduit for something dark and malevolent that are a direct threat to our very souls? By now you're probably rolling your eyes, but there was a time when certain music was thought to be exactly this, in part because of a phenomenon known as phonetic reversal, or as it's more widely known, backmasking. More specifically, there were some who believed the lyrics of popular songs contained dark messages from the deepest pits of hell, but you and I can only hear them when the song is played backwards or in reverse. In this episode of The Red Treehouse, we're going to explore the scary and unsettling phenomenon known as backmasking. Are the devil and his minions using music to spread his message? And can you really hear these messages when you play certain songs backwards? I'll share the details. You decide for yourself. I'm your host, Will. Welcome to the Red Treehouse. To truly understand backmasking, it's important for us to define the terms, because backmasking and phonetic reversal are similar, but different. According to one article, backmasking is, quote, the encoding of audio materials, such as words conveying a secret message, on a recording in such a way that they can only be heard and understood when the recording is playing backwards, end quote. Simply put, backmasking is the deliberate reversal of recorded sound. Whatever message the creator wants to convey is supposed to be there. On the other hand, phonetic reversal, which is what we'll focus on in this episode, is different. And though those differences may seem insignificant, they're actually pretty important. Because phonetic reversal is the process of reversing the phonemes of a word or phrase. Phonemes are the individual sounds that distinguish one word from another, and the English language has 44 phonemes. In the simplest sense, phonetic reversal is the reversal of the phonemes that make up a word. To help us grasp this better, here are two examples of phonetic reversal. You'll hear the phrase normally, then reversed. It's shocking to hear the difference. It's a beautiful day. The sun is shining. In us. The reversal can be pretty jarring, if only because we're not used to hearing words in this way. In fact, what's clearly intelligible when played forwards sounds like complete gibberish when played backwards. And that's where phonetic reversal can become scary. For a few years in the 1980s, phonetic reversal took center stage in what is infamously known as the Satanic Panic. I covered the Satanic Panic in detail in episodes 57 and 60, but I'll give a quick overview and its connection to phonetic reversal. One article stated, quote, "Vigilante parents dug under a preschool searching for secret tunnels. The police swapped tips on identifying pagan symbols. A company that sells toothpaste and soap had to repeatedly deny it was acting as an agent of Satan." End quote. You heard that right. For over a decade, a widespread paranoia swept across the country, where parents believed their children were in danger of being targeted by satanic cults. Early in the 1980s, baseless conspiracy theories about cults committing mass child abuse and ritual sacrifice spread across the U.S. Talk shows and news programs fanned fears, and the authorities investigated hundreds, if not thousands, of allegations. Even as cases slowly collapsed and skepticism prevailed, defendants went to prison, families were traumatized, and millions of dollars were spent on prosecutions. The moral panic was widespread, with parents all over the country afraid for their children's safety and well-being. Among American evangelical groups, the panic was sparked in the early 1970s with the release of the book, The Satan Seller, by Mike Warnke, which detailed the author's participation in the Church of Satan and how mainstream media was used to spread its influence. One supposed tactic was subliminal messaging in popular rock music, which allegedly made references to Satan, drugs, and the occult. And you may be wondering how that message was spread. The answer is phonetic reversal. A quick side note. It's important to note that the Satanic Panic, despite the full-scale paranoia, was complete bullshit. There were no secret satanic cults kidnapping and murdering children. Those who decry phonetic reversal claim the hidden messages are a negative influence on individuals and society. And there are those who dismiss phonetic reversal as nothing more than an urban legend and a form of people hearing what they want to hear. There are three prevailing theories that may explain these messages. The first is the coincidence theory, which claims that phonetic reversal coincidentally creates new sounds and combinations of words. In other words, when the original words are reversed, new sounds and words are created. These new sounds and words are merely happenstance, not purposeful. What's interesting about phonetic reversal, and which may be a challenge to the coincidence theory, is that these new words, and at times entire phrases, occur frequently and are grammatically correct. The second is the satanic theory, which we've covered in part already. Proponents claim phonetic reversal is the work of the devil and is a conduit for demons to possess the minds of both the artists and the listeners. The third is the reverse speech theory, which claims human language is bilevel, forwards and backwards, and that the human brain creates speech in such a way that two messages are spoken at once, forwards from the conscious mind, which are intentional, and backwards from the unconscious mind, which are unintentional. Keep these in mind as you're about to hear examples of backmasking or phonetic reversal. I'll warn you up front though, the reversed audio is creepy and feels haunted. We'll continue right after this quick ad break. For the next few minutes, I'll play a few audio clips. All are famous songs we know well. I'll play each clip forwards, as you would normally hear it. then backwards, followed by an interpretation of the reversed audio. What do you hear when you listen? Let's start arguably with the most famous phonetic reversal in music history, Revolution 9 by the Beatles.
Number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9. Honey Underman, Honey Underman, Honey Underman, Honey Underman, Honey Underman, Honey Underman, Honey Underman.
The reversed audio states, "Turn me on, dead man," 7 times. Listen again and see what you hear.
Honey Underman, Honey Underman, Honey Underman, Honey Underman, Honey Underman, Honey Underman, Honey Underman.
Our next audio clip is from the song Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin.
If there's a bustle in your hedgerow, don't be alone there. It's just a sprinkling for the May Queen. Yes, there are 2 paths you can go by, but in the long run, there's still time to change the road you're on.
The reversed audio states, "Oh, here's to my sweet Satan, the one whose little path would make me sad, whose power is Satan. He'll give those with him 666. There was a little tool shed where he made us suffer, sad Satan." Listen again and tell me what you hear. Our third audio clip is from the song Paparazzi by Lady Gaga. The reversed audio states, "Evil save us, these stars above, above, we model it on the arts of Lucifer." Listen again and tell me what you hear. Our fourth audio clip is from Hotel California by the Eagles. The reversed audio states, "Satan, he hears this. He had me believe in him." Listen to it again and let me know what you think. Our fifth audio clip comes from the song Beat It by Michael Jackson. The reversed audio states, "I believe it was Satan in me." Listen to it again and let me know what you think. Our last audio is from the song Beyond the Realms of Death by Judas Priest. The reversed audio states, "I took my life." Listen again, and let me know what you think. Something interesting. In 1990, Judas Priest was sued by the families of two young men who shot themselves after drinking, smoking, and listening to the band's 1978 album, Stained Glass. One of the men, Raymond Belknap, died instantly, and the other, James Vance, survived, though tragically passed away 3 years later. The families of both men alleged the song Better by You, Better Than Me contained a terrifying hidden message. Do it. That directly contributed to the young men's suicide pact. After a lengthy trial, which featured testimony from Rob Halford, the frontman for the band, Judge Jerry Carr Whitehead ruled Judas Priest was not responsible and that any alleged subliminal messages were coincidental rather than intentional. But what makes backmasking so scary? And why did rock music, especially, come under such heavy scrutiny? It seems backmasking plays on two genuinely scary ideas: that evil not only exists, but is silently stalking for its next victims, and that music, something millions of people enjoy, is such a simple, effective, and accessible conduit. In some ways, the paranoia surrounding rock music and satanic messages is built on the absence of certainty. It's arguing from the negative. Because we can't disprove something, there's the possibility that it might be true. Now here's the thing. I do this on the show all the time. Do I believe in ghosts or extraterrestrials? Do I believe a person can be possessed by a demon? Generally, I say yes to all of these, simply because I can't disprove their reality or existence. But I think there's a thick line that shouldn't be crossed, and that's when lives become deeply affected, changed, or potentially lost. It's fun to debate whether a place is haunted. It's interesting to explore the possibility of extraterrestrial life, and it's fascinating and scary to consider whether a person was allegedly possessed by a demon or malevolent force. But it's another thing entirely to assert and then accuse someone of intentionally being in league with Satan or evil forces for the explicit purpose of harming someone else. It doesn't just feel like a step too far. It actually is a step too far. Because accusations require legitimate evidence and proof. We can't and shouldn't be comfortable with levying accusations towards anyone without some substantial evidence to corroborate our account. These fears and accusations were the foundation of the Satanic Panic as a whole, but also the paranoia surrounding music and subliminal messaging more specifically. On a simpler side, hearing words and phrases in reverse is genuinely creepy. I've said before that The Exorcist is one of my favorite horror movies, and still the scariest movie I've ever seen. As an adult, it doesn't quite have the same effect as it did all those years ago, with the exception of one scene, when Father Karras is listening to the recording of Reagan/Pazuzu, and more specifically, when the audio is played in reverse. I'll play the short clip for you now. Not much scares me, that's for sure. But backmasking / phonetic reversal will always get under my skin, give me goosebumps, have me looking over my shoulder, and turning on a lamp while turning down the volume. What about you? As we close this episode of the Red Treehouse, we're left with these lingering questions. Is backmasking a truly supernatural and paranormal occurrence? Or is it nothing more than coincidence and the construction of language? I've shared the details. Now you decide for yourself. I'm your host, Will. Thanks for joining me in the Red Treehouse.